Hello, everybody. Here we are. We are back on a Wednesday. I have a special guest today that I can't wait to bring on and chat with you guys. But as you come in, we're going to do a little bit of like housekeeping type of stuff. I'm going to make sure you know about a couple things. First of all, I am super duper proud. I got all my ends woven in, guys. It's done. I wove the ends in. Sweater is finished. I have to say, I have really supportive parents. My dad watched the last live after it was live, and he literally texted me every single day to make sure I was weaving in the ends on my sweater so that I would have it for today. So thanks, Dad. It was done. I mean, I can't lie that maybe a couple of them I forgot and I was doing like 10 minutes before we're live, but it's done. And I found all the ends. Maybe I shouldn't say that, because if you see one popping out, just be nice and say, hey, you missed one, because I'm sure I missed at least one. It always happens. But anyway, so my Heatherly pullover is complete. You can see the colors that I did here down to the darker blue and then up. I did mine a little bit differently than the rainbow colors in the original, but you can still join in the crochet along. Alyssa can throw a link in there for us so you guys can get it. There we go. That's the Heatherly pullover. You can go there and check out all of the crochet along that is going on as we're coming to an end. It is great to see everybody today. We have Angela, we have Cindy, we have Margaret, we have Heather, and we have our guest. But wait, not yet. I do want to remind you guys that our spring soiree is the collection that we just recently launched. This is the lovely Ladybird tee that is part of the collection. You can go ahead and you can grab this over on our website, either in an ebook, a print book, or individual patterns, however you like to get your patterns going on. You'll see down here, backwards, sideways, down here at the bottom, like and subscribe if you're enjoying our lives and everything else. Go ahead, give us a like on this video. Make sure to subscribe to the channel, and you can hit your notification bell so that we don't miss any of the lives that go on, because we have a lot of fun here. We hope you're having a lot of fun. And the last thing I just wanted to remind you guys of is recently we launched a promotion code, which is Curio05. No, is it 05? No, just Curio5. The O is what I keep thinking of. It's Curio5. We're going to stick it in here, and you can get 10% off when you buy 5 balls of Curio or more. And guess what? We have 5 new colors, so you can go ahead and you can grab each one of the new colors and get 10% off. These are the 5 brand new colors that we just launched. So go check them out. Grab your Curio. Perfect for the solstice projects that are going or from our collection last year. So if you don't have that book either, you can grab that. And also a great alternative if you don't want to go quite to Curio yet, check out using Hawthorne for those solstice patterns. Hawthorne's on sale 20% off this month during our monthly yarn sale, and they would make a really great alternative to a lot of those solstice projects. Just make sure to swatch so you know what's going on. So hi, Robin. Hi, Jan. Hi, Chris. It is great to see you all here this morning, afternoon, whatever time it is. All right, I'm going to bring in my guest because I can't wait to talk to her any longer. You know her. You love her. The Marley Bird.
All right. So first off, Caitlin's dad, hi. And now I know where she gets it. Because that, the whole time you were saying that, I'm like, oh, this is so familiar. Like, I know exactly where Caitlin gets all of this now.
Yes. Yes. I am my father's child.
Me too. I'm my father's child, 110%.
So there you go. It's all good. But yeah. So for those of you who don't know, Marley and I go way back, like, oh my gosh, it's like 10 years almost, I think.
Time flies when you're having fun. It's been a minute. It's been a long time, Caitlin, long time.
But we have a lot of fun. So this is Marley Bird, and she's a knit and crochet designer. If you don't know, she is the Marley Bird on a lot of socials. But what we'll do is we'll put a link in here. Actually, we'll put the link into the landing page on our website.
Okay.
And then in the top banner, underneath her bio, it's going to have a link to her website, to her Facebook, to her Instagram. You can go ahead and click each one of those icons, and it'll take you right to Marley's pages, so I don't mess up what she's called on any of those places. And you can go check her out. Make sure to check out her website. It's brand new. It looks beautiful. And again,
so much work. So much work.
If we find any glitches, be nice. Just tell us, like, there's always a little bit of bugs, but it is beautiful.
Thank you. Thank you. It is 100% a direct representation of who I am. Like all the colors, all the
Yeah.
like little rainbows around all the pictures and stuff. Like the people that I worked with who also did Tony's website. So that's how the
Mhm.
connection. And when I saw Tony's website, I was like, okay, who did hers? Because that's what I want. And they were
Yeah.
marvelous and they just listened to what I wanted and they just pooped out this website that's amazing. I love it so much. I love it so much. And so, I mean, there's even things now I'm like, okay, there's little things that we can improve on, but it's not like deep dive things. It's or I shouldn't say it's not like cosmetic things. It's like deep dive things.
Right.
So, but it's very exciting because now everything is very, filterable. Like there's so many different ways to search for content. And we have so many great resources now that we didn't have before. Like if you're ever
Mhm.
looking for a particular abbreviation of knitting or crochet or a symbol or a definition or whatever it is, like we have a complete resource area for that. And so very
Yeah.
excited about it. Yeah.
Yeah, and we should also say too that it's not just knitting and crochet, it's also Tunisian because
Yes.
Marley does work with Robin Chichula, for those of you who don't know or do know. And she does a lot of the Tunisian work for the projects on Marley's site. So they
Yeah.
kind of teamed up so that Marley could encompass the Tunisian too, because let's be honest, Robin is a Tunisian wizard. Like,
She
I don't
is.
know how she comes up with the stuff that she comes up with and the
Girl,
combinations of her stitches. And I'm just like,
I have to
okay, just
rein her in. I have to
I'll
rein
make
her in.
it. Yeah.
Robin's a fantastic partner to have. I have been, gosh, a fan of hers since 2007. Literally since the first like crochet book I picked up and realized there were designers. Like
Yeah.
Robin, I've been a fan of hers forever. But yeah, she's fantastic. Like a lot of stuff we're going to talk about today is from the brain of Robin Chichula because she's
Yeah.
amazing. So we work together like I've just been on the phone with her for the last 3 hours. So we work together at day in and day out on everything. She's great.
I love that the two of you are together because just
Yes.
a little backstory. I found out about Robin first, and then I heard that Robin was going to be on this Marley Bird podcast. And that's how I found Marley. And so
How
ever
weird.
since then, like it's been this snowball. They're like my OG designers that I fell in love with when I first started getting into crochet. So there's a special place in my heart for the two of you that will never go away, and especially you for many other reasons. But yeah, so I love that they get to work together and everything. Okay, so there is a question.
Yes.
Let's just throw it out there. For
Go ahead.
Tunisian crochet,
Yes.
what are your suggestions, whether you can answer it now or direct us to a place to find this answer, for
Okay.
keeping it from curling?
I think if I remember correctly, and I think Robin is in the chat too. Robin has talked about the curling is just a natural thing that happens with
Right,
Tunisian. So if I remember correctly, her talking about this, one is your hook size. If you go up a hook size, that tends to help. She also does a special foundation chain that she has said before that really helps with her curling. And then obviously an edging is always what's really good
right.
and helpful with that. Now, don't take that to the bank. Best thing to do, we have articles on our website, marleybird.com for Tunisian. And I know Robin has talked about that in our By Crafty Bootcamp, Become a Triple Threat, where you've learned you're a knitter, crocheter, and now you're going to do Tunisian. She talked about that a lot. And we will have a By Crafty Bootcamp in Marley Birdhouse too to go through things like that. But if I remember correctly, that's what Robin has said. Now she can correct me if I'm wrong there. But I try and listen to every word she says, so I think that's right. Usually,
Um,
I know she's talked a lot about the hook size. She said that she
yeah,
always uses a larger hook in Tunisian than
right.
what you would think.
Yep. Robin is here. She said, check out By Crafty Bootcamp, the triple threat, because
See?
that's going to give you a lot of things. And she said, Marley is right. I think we need to frame that, like,
I know, right? Just
just so
stitch
we
that
have
on
it.
a
Yeah,
pillow.
Marley is right. We have Stephanie here, who is one of your wonderful minions. She says, love Caitlin, love Marley, love Robin, love Marley's new site. So there's a lot of love
Yay.
here. And we're so excited.
I'm
Okay.
so happy.
I was going to say, oh, Birdhouse. If you're on the website, you can find Marley's Birdhouse or the Birdhouse. And that is where all of Marley's classes are located. So you can learn
Mhm.
a lot of different things. You can go from knitting to crochet, crochet to knitting, color work, Tunisian. I don't know. The list goes on and on. So go check out the Marley Birdhouse. That is where you're going to find courses that you'll be able to have for lifetime access
Mhm.
once you purchase it, and you'll be able to reference them. They're really,
Yeah.
really great classes. And I will say, I'm just going to say it because I know some people don't like it, but a lot of people do, and I'm one of them. Marley is a very thorough teacher.
Yes.
She doesn't just show you and say, please go ahead and do it. Like, she walks you through each step that you need to know and explains what's going on. It's not like fluff chat in there. It's detailed information about what's going on. So if you like to have all of those details, those are the classes that you want to go and check out. So
It's like taking a class with me if like we were at a convention or something. I really tailor fit those. It's even better because you get to take that content with you. It's not just this little
right.
moment in time. So yeah, it's great. And there's classes in there with me, with Robin, and with Brianna Kempner from
Right.
Brianna K Designs, who we have something else brewing up in the background coming out in July. So it's just a great place to be. And yeah, they're paid for courses. But you get way more than what you'd ever get in just a
Right.
solitary pattern. Like, they're great. But
Yeah.
thank you for giving a plug to the birdhouse.
Yeah. I have to say, my mom just said hello. So
I love you. She's my
again,
TJ Maxx buddy. Okay.
we go back. Anyway,
We-
okay. So Hannah is here too. Han Jan Crochet. She's
Hey,
saying hello and
it's
how
like the
wonderful
whole
Marley
family's
is.
here. I love
So
it.
anyway, okay. So Marley is here because she's our designer spotlight for the month. I mean, how lucky are we? So I should say all of her patterns are 30% off over on the website.
Yes.
And she has 3 new patterns that are going to be released. One just released today, one
Yes.
is releasing early next week, and then
Yes.
one will be following that, all in Hawthorne. So
Yes.
go stock up on your Hawthorne. Can you
Yes.
tell us, let's talk about the one that just released, the one that's coming up that's almost finished. And can you give us a suggestion on how much yarn the third project's going to take? So if they want to go start stocking up while it's on sale, they can go and grab it now.
Yes, I actually asked Robin to give me all of those numbers. So I'm going to kind of this is my heads up. Hey, Robin, I need to know those numbers. But this one, if I remember
That's
correctly,
beautiful.
this is 3 balls of the darker purple color. And then it's 1 ball of the other colors. Now, how many colors? Do you think there's 3? Do you think there's
Nope.
4? No, there's going to be 5. I hate the number 4 if you guys don't know. So, of course, there's 5 colors. This is, okay, so I'm going to stand up so you can kind of see this. If I can do this right. Hold on just a second. It's all twisted on me. So, it's a lacy chevron shawl.
Mm-hmm. Hold on. Let me bring you up closer so they can see that. There you go.
So they're really beautiful, tall stitches. So it works really quickly. The hardest part are all the ends, right? But if you weave them in as you go, it's fine. I really wanted to put a tassel at the corners, but my game was not on. I was like, I'm not doing it. But this is just a really lovely light shawl, wrap, scarf, whatever you want to call it. Especially for the summer months, as you guys know, even if you're in a warm area, when we were in Florida, how cold was it in some of those places?
I
So
know.
having a light piece to be able to throw on, it's so soft and comfortable. The great thing about the Hawthorne and any finger 8-weight yarn, really, and crochet, it just allows the beauty of the stitches to really shine. So it's a great project for doing anything like that. And it's simple. This is one of what we would call a Netflix and chill project, meaning
Yes.
once you get started, not the same Netflix and chill you might think. It's just once you get started, you can sit in front of Netflix, chill out, and just crochet. Like, it's an easy TV watching project. So this is a Netflix and chill project. And so the main color, whatever your main color is, you'd need 3 balls. And you can make it, if you made it a little bit longer, the amount of yarn we said that are required, you'd have enough to go a little bit further. But if you made it super long, you'd have to get more. But you could probably get 2 more repeats with how much yarn we had left over. So you could make this even, 2 more repeats longer, pretty good distance.
You know what I think about too with it is, all those like advent calendars that you get and everything, like, I avoid buying them because I don't know what to do with it. I mean, sometimes there's a project that goes with it. This would be phenomenal to make it striped. Like, get your one main color that you carry throughout, and then you could stripe it with different, either leftover scraps, an advent calendar type box, or something like that. I mean, it looks absolutely gorgeous in the color palette you did, but there's so many different ways that you could use this as well.
We thought of that too.
Yeah, you could even flip-flop that if you didn't want a ton of stripes. Instead of the main color, make those your colored stripes, and the
Yeah.
colored stripes now one color
Yeah.
throughout. You know,
Yeah.
there's so many different ways that
Yeah.
you can make this color palette work for you, but the stitches and the way it's put
Mhm.
together is just phenomenal.
So
It's
that's
beautiful.
actually one of the things we had thought about because we've done several different advent type calendars or boxes where people have gotten, small bouts of yarn and a larger amount of
Right.
yarn. And it's hard to put something together that is visually exciting and it's nice and it's just fun to make. So this absolutely could be done with the multiple little bits of yarn, little playful things, and it's just fun to make. Um and we named all of the new designs after unicorns. So Robin looked up names of unicorns, and I didn't even know there was such a thing that you could name unicorns, but I guess there are. So this is called Celestia, so which is the name of a unicorn. But that's this one. So
Yeah.
this will be free on my blog in the 2 hours. Give me 2 hours because it's up there now, but I gotta just fix a couple things. But it is available for purchase in the Marley Bird store right now. And it is 30% off. We did 30% off across everything. We did it on the WeCrochet website, we did it in the new store on my website, and we did it in Ravelry. Like we were just like, let's make sure people are happy all over the place. But
Yeah.
that it smells so good. Like I
Yeah.
blocked it in Eucalypt. It smells so
Oh,
good.
yeah.
But it's just beautiful. So that's the great have you talked to I mean, I don't know if you've talked very much about hawthorn and the beauty that happens when the blocking happens,
Yeah.
because it's so gorgeous. The yarn with the wool content and the crochet that happens in general when you block it out, it just
Yeah.
looks so pretty. Like I love it so very much. So
Yeah.
very
No,
much.
hawthorn is amazing because when you first feel hawthorn, I don't want to it's not rough, but it's not like a super soft yarn. But
Right.
when you block it, it like turns into this whole other being and it gets this beautiful drape and this nice softness. And yes, you have to block hawthorn
Yeah.
to make it as beautiful as it can
Right.
be.
Yeah.
Jackie says, "This is so beautiful.
It
Loving the
really is.
shawl." Chris says, "Oh, it's so pretty." Jan says, "That shawl is gorgeous." Um,
I love it.
Stephanie said that it's gorgeous. Ravine, oh, I hope I'm saying this right.
Ravine.
Ravini
Yes.
said, "It's beautiful. Love it."
Yes.
And there is a question about, is there going to be a kit on the website for this project? So what'll happen is we're going to get the pattern up on our site, and there's not going to be a specific kit, but when you go to any one of our patterns, if you scroll down to the bottom, it only works on a desktop right now. We're working to try to get something on the mobile sites. But if you scroll to the bottom, you're going to see a section where it will show you exactly what colors were used in the pattern and how many of each color you need. There is an
Mhm.
option that you can take a color and drag it up, and then all you have to do is hit the buy yarn and it'll put all of that into your cart so you know exactly what you need and you don't have to go digging around.
Perfect.
One of the cool things too about Heatherly starting this month, yeah, Heatherly Hawthorne starting this month, is we put them all together on one page. So now you can shop between the kettle dyed, you can shop the speckle, you can shop the tonal, you can shop the multis all at once. So you can really mix and match your colors and pick what you really want and see how they go together.
Right. It's really cool. It's really convenient.
Yeah.
Okay.
And this is crochet, Jan, regular
Yeah.
crochet, not Tunisian, just regular
Just
crochet.
regular.
And Jan also said the shawl would be great for church. I freeze because it's so cold when the pastor is
Yes.
on TV during
Right.
services.
Not only
Yes.
that, if you're somebody who likes to make prayer shawls, this is a really great prayer shawl.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll be honest, when I go to church, I actually knit socks because it helps me concentrate. And
Yeah.
my pastor is so funny because his wife is the one that taught me how to knit. So I used to sit in the front row and knit, and he was like, "I can't say anything about it." He goes, "Because I know that it helps concentrate." Because we've had this discussion. Because I'm
Right.
still taking my notes and stuff. But anyways, it's a good prayer shawl to make up too.
Yeah.
Is you're there.
It definitely is.
All right, you want to see
And
another one?
Jackie said she loves that the yarn is all together because she hates thinking. We get it. We try to make it as easy as possible. And when the pattern goes up there, you'll be able to buy the pattern and the yarn, putting it all in your cart at once. We'll get that up shortly. And Stephanie said she just bought the pattern. Yay!
Yay! Very cool. All right, you want to see
Okay,
one of the other ones?
Yes, I'm excited
Okay.
about this
All right. So this one's called a Bellini cropped sweater, but don't think like cropped like it's way up because I am 45 years old. I don't need like super cropped, right? It just hits just right. It's a great layering piece. It is not done yet. I'm on the collar, you guys. I'm on the collar. And those of you who've done slip stitch collars, you know it takes time. So time got away from me. But so my ends aren't woven in yet either, but I'm gonna hold it up. This
one.
fits me.
I love it.
So I'll make some go like this. So this is how the arms will go, right? I can put it on too, but I want you to understand. So the collar, what I mean by collar, just the 1-inch ribbing that's going to go just around this.
Yeah.
I'm just going to put it on.
Okay.
Why not? Okay. This is so
Okay, so I
pretty.
have to say, I don't like the color red. Okay.
Oh,
It's
love
not
it.
my thing. But I have to say, this looks gorgeous. And I would actually make it in red.
Dude, it is so pretty. All the ends are just killing me here. You know me, I usually weave in as I go, but my crocheter didn't want to do that. So to make sure everything is right. All right, so I'm going to stand up. So see what I mean about it's not like super cropped.
Right.
It's got an opening.
Oh,
Like
nice.
it
Is that like a high-low hem a little bit?
yes.
Very
Just
nice.
slight. Isn't that cute?
Very nice. I love it. Oh my gosh, look at the stitches on there. It is great.
It's got so much texture. It is gorgeous, you guys. Gorgeous.
That is beautiful.
So the ribbon at the bottom is really simple. But
Yeah.
the ribbon up here, it's slip stitch. I should show you. It's in my project bag, but it's slip stitch. Okay, this feels so good, you guys. This is the 3X. It's sized up to a 4X. It takes 4 to 8 balls, depending on the size you're making. So 4 to 8 balls of hawthorn. You guys, it's so great. And this isn't even blocked, y'all. This isn't even blocked. It's so stunning.
So
I'm very happy.
When you put that on, Jan said, "Oh, wow. I really don't need to sleep anytime soon."
You know what? I mean, yeah, it's a labor of love because it's fingering weight yarn. It is so pretty, you guys. It is so pretty. I love it.
Fingering weight yarn still goes fairly fast.
Yes.
For what you think it might go. And especially depending on what hook size you're using and everything else. But it's not as slow as some people think. I actually think, well, I mean, I know personal preference. I crochet faster than I knit. So I still think knitting a fingering weight something is so slow. Yeah. I would much rather crochet something in fingering as opposed to knitting something in fingering.
Yeah, I love it. So I'm going to go like this. Can you see the sleeves? They're so pretty, you guys. And they fit just right. Like they're the 3/4, which are those are my favorite. If you guys know anything about me, they're my favorite. Like it's just.
And I like how the sleeves are like tighter. But then the rest of it is kind of like more loose.
Yeah. Robin and I talked about that. So Robin, literally, this is a measurement. The measurements of this piece are the same measurements of a lot of other pieces that we've designed together that I love the way they fit, you know, and as a larger girl, like I'm a 3X, I'm a 2X, 3X, so usually 3X. This is a 3X. I want to make things that are going to look good on me, that are going to feel good, that are going to be fashionable, be flattering. So, it's just good.
Yeah.
I love it.
No, listen, I don't do cropped things. Like we've talked about this many times. I think I'm going to follow the pattern exactly how it is.
It's so cute. And it's
not just cropped, but
no, it's not like right under your bust cropped. Yeah, it's just maybe it's like hits right at your like top of your waist cropped. And so for me, I mean, you know, I wear a lot of dresses, a lot of swing type dresses or pieces that, you know, just having that light little layering piece over top that's not suction cup to my gut because I have it. That's important to me. Well, you know, I mean, I don't understand this whole showing off your belly all over everything. Like I can't do it. So, anyways, it's very comfortable, you guys. It's very flattering. We size it up to a 4X. And as you can see, like that's not even blocked and it's nice and a little bit loose. So if you even wanted it a little bit more open and blocked it a little bit bigger, you could play around with that. You'd mess around with the neck a little bit. So you'd have to be careful there. But there's a lot of wiggle room there. But for 4 to 8 balls of yarn, depending on what size you're making, that's not bad at all.
And you can get it 20% off right now.
Yeah. Super easy. So my goal, everybody can hold me to this. Caitlin's dad, you can call me. I want to get the ribbing. The
Don't
ribbing
say
on
that,
this.
he will.
I know he will. He totally, because you'll give him my number. I'm gonna get the ribbing done by this weekend, so that way I can publish this. I'm gonna say Tuesday. My goal is Monday, but I'm gonna say Tuesday because I hate Mondays. So my
Yeah,
goal is to publish it next Tuesday.
awesome.
So that's that one. The third one, I don't want to show you guys yet, but I will tell you it's a vest and it's made of motifs. So if you're
Ooh,
somebody who loves making motifs and they're set on the diamond, do I have
nice.
one here? I don't know if I brought over. Yeah. Okay. So here's the swatch. So it's motifs and they're set on the diamond
Oh,
like this.
wow.
Dude, I'll show it to you after everything's done. But I don't want to
You
I don't want to spoil it because it's so stunning and it's done in the really rich blue color.
yeah,
And it has, so it's a vest with a like a larger collar here. That so it's just a
nice.
really good light layering piece. Again, I'm all about the layering pieces.
Yeah.
But yeah, so if you're somebody
We
who
need to
doesn't mind
clone
a fun
you.
Dude, we've been saying that for years. So, but yeah, if you're somebody who doesn't mind making motifs with all the ends, like there's a lot of ends. Ravini is actually the one that made this sample, and
Oh, very cool.
she can tell you how many ends there were. 'Cause when she sent us the picture of, I was like, oh goodness gracious! So there's a lot, but that is called, so the red one. This is called Bellini.
Yes.
This is Amalthea, 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 motif vest. But this one takes 3 to 7 balls of yarn.
Yeah. So let's
So
go back real quick to the Bellini crop
yeah,
sweater.
yes.
Robin put a comment in here that in the pattern, it shows how to easily lengthen the sweater to a length that you love. So that is awesome. And Tammy is asking where she can find the pattern for the crop sweater. And just a reminder, Marley said it should be up on the
Tuesday.
site on Tuesday next week. If it's not, she is giving us all permission to bombard her with messages asking where it is. Okay. I've just given everybody the permission to do
So
it.
here's the fun thing is the pattern is done. The pattern's done. We're literally just waiting on me to finish this bit so that I can take pictures. So it's just me at this
So,
point.
like, okay, so I have to share this story, and Marley will probably laugh about it, but it will get done, and I will make sure it gets done sometime next week for you all. Because when I first met Marley, I was like a tester for her, and she put out this picture of this beautiful cardigan, and it was done in Knit Picks yarn because WeCrochet didn't exist yet. The
Oh,
Hamilton cardigan,
okay.
and I asked her like every month, I'd be like, "Hey, where's that pattern? Hey, where's that pattern?" Finally, she just published it because I think she was tired of hearing me say, "Where's this pattern?" every stinking month.
And the hard part that again, that one, the pattern was written, the sample was made. I just needed pictures, and I wanted to get
Yeah.
pictures on a person. And I remember it was you because I finally just put it on a mannequin. I was like, fine, I'm just taking some pictures. And so it's available now on WeCrochet.
Yes, it
So
is. It is beautiful,
you can
and
get
you need
it.
to go make it, and it's wonderful.
It's
Um,
Stephanie's made the Hamilton cardigan too. The girl
yes, she
Stephanie who
did.
she's made it. It's pretty
That's
funny.
right.
Anyways,
Um,
do you want to talk about some of the other patterns that we have? I pulled
yeah,
out some of
so
the other
I
ones.
just wanna also say that, Jan said, "Love, love, love motifs," and Ravina said, "Yes, many, many ends." I don't
Many
know. Can
ends.
it be as many ends, though, as your corner to corner blanket that was, like, the
No,
big
no,
snowflakes to
no.
it?
That's those are I mean, those are still not all tucked in. Those are it's so bad. They just keep
Didn't we
you
just, like,
extra
tape
warm.
them to the back or something to
I don't
take
know. I am
pictures?
so tempted to just like put like a backing on that or something because I pull it out every
Yes,
Christmas because it's very pretty. But no,
yes,
it's not that many ends. But like Ravini had it so many ends, so
yeah.
many ends.
Well,
So
there's 2 ends to every motif you have to make, so
yes.
multiply that by whatever it ends up being.
Well, and not
Yes,
only that, like each of these, they're all little tiny motifs that are so you can you see that?
yeah, yeah.
And then it's set on the diamond. It's a lot. This here, y'all, this is quintessential Robin Chichula.
Tell us, yes,
This
I was gonna say that. Tell us, though, that it's join as you go.
Yes, it is. Of course. Yeah. Robin doesn't do anything that's not join as you go. Like it's a very, very rare, which is funny. She wrote the collar on the Bellini as a join as you go, but I
Yeah,
was having a very hard time doing it. So was the tester. That's why she didn't finish that part. And I was like, look, I'm gonna make it on its own and then seam it to it and then
yeah.
make that look pretty. She was like, do what you want. I'm like, I'm doing that because usually it just worked better for this, I think. But yeah, everything that
Yeah.
she does, especially motifs, it's all join as you go. That's
Yeah.
her jam. That's what she
Yeah.
does. All right. Speaking of motifs and jam. Okay, so this is who'd you say it was?
Yeah.
Jan was saying? All right, so this is the pelargonium. So in a fun kind of turn of events, I don't think Robin knows this. The geranium is one of my favorite flowers. And the story to it is that my grandmother, who taught me how to crochet, and if you saw the story time video on my YouTube channel last week, same grandma, she used to have a flower bed in the front of her house, and it was always full of geraniums. Now, geraniums don't smell good. They are not, they don't smell good to me. But the scent of the geranium brings back memories of my grandma deadheading the geraniums and,
Yep.
watering them and all that. So geraniums are one of my favorite flowers. So we have this design. Robin's trying to figure out names. She's so good at names, and she calls it the pelargonium, which I guess is a sister cousin or another name for geranium. That's where
Oh,
all the
very
story goes
cool.
from. But this is a join as you go motifs made out of city tweed, which is one of my favorite yarns ever. Guys, this is so pretty. Okay, these are
Oh,
join
it's
as you go
beautiful.
motifs. Let me see if I got to make sure I have the right side out. I think this is the right side. Can you see this?
Oh, it's beautiful. Let me bring it up.
Oh,
Let me zoom you in here.
it is
There we go.
so pretty, you guys. So much texture. These motifs, my husband, these motifs have so much texture to them.
Oh, they're
So much texture.
beautiful.
And the way it's done, you can see the center is, see how it kind
Oh,
of goes center out?
yes.
So all the colors meld together.
That is
This
beautiful.
is seriously one of my favorite pieces ever. And again, it's just perfectly for a light wrap any season. Like this feels so good. If you're Robin, you would make this and then you would attach this back there so you get a shrug because that's what she does. She loves to do that. I
Yeah.
love the length of this one because I'm 5'10" if you guys need to know like kind of how long. But
Yeah.
it just feels so good just wrapped like this. If I wanted to bunch it all up and put it around my neck, I can. If I wanted to wrap it around, like be real super warm and put on my coat, I could do that. It's just such a beautiful piece. And those of you who might not know, one of the great things about working with Robin as a tech editor, but as my partner, is when she does all of her crochet designs, everything has a stitch diagram to it.
Mhm.
So we have stitch diagrams that go with all of this, plus the schematic to help you with color placement. But this is just beautiful. And it feels so good. Like if you've never worked with City Tweed, I don't know what you've been waiting for. This is your invitation. Go buy it because it's amazing. It's absolutely amazing. But this is the I gotta say pelargonium motif crochet shawl. And it is
And we
available
just
at
put the link
WeCrochet.
in there so they can find all the information about it and everything else so they can grab it too if they want it.
This is so awesome. Like, it's so pretty. Again, lots of ends because there's lots of colors. That's what you get with colors, right? Because I
Yeah,
mean, I do not crochet over my ends. But my crocheter who made this was just like, this is such a beautiful piece. She
it
loved
is.
working with the yarn. It's lovely. It's lovely.
It is beautiful. So is that, I mean, I can look, but is it City Tweed DK, I guess?
I think it is DK.
Yeah.
I'd have to look myself. I think it is DK. I usually only work with the DK.
Right here, yep, City Tweed DK.
Okay, I think it's
So
DK.
yeah, just make
Yeah.
sure there's two different versions. There's the DK and there's the Aran. Get the DK for making this project. I mean,
Yeah.
you could use the Aran. It's just going to make your motifs bigger if
They're gonna
you
be real big. Yeah.
accidentally get it. But
But
yeah, City Tweed is awesome. City Tweed is actually we worked with Brenda Anderson, Brenda
uh-huh.
KB Anderson.
I love her.
Yeah,
She's
she just did
wonderful.
she just did a cardigan for us called the Hummingbird cardigan that uses granny squares across like the yoke and then
Uh-huh.
just solid in the body. And I don't know, there's something about that City Tweed that just like elevates every project
Yeah.
that it's used in, and it feels so
Yes.
good.
It
Like,
really, really does. It's just such a wonderful yarn. And I mean, I've used it every year for the past 3 or 4 years that we've been doing the Christmas in July stockings.
right.
We love to use it because it has this really nice, not too Christmassy, but a nice rustic, warm feel, I think, to stockings. And we do simple color work. And it's just I love this yarn. So now a lot of minions have it in their stash, so you can pull it out, get yourself some more, and make this fun motif. Like this is great, especially for these summer months because it is join as you go. But you can, I mean, just little pieces, work it all together
Right.
in sections, and this is like another sort of Netflix and chill once you get going, right? Or
Yeah,
we
once
call
you
it, or
learn it one time.
once you learn it, you know, you might be a little smooth jazz at the start, but then you go to Netflix and chill.
Right.
It's definitely a lot, not like a be quiet, I'm crocheting sort of movement, you know, but
Yeah.
it's definitely a relaxing project. And then
So
just
we should say that Marley is talking about classifications of how difficult a pattern is. So instead of beginner, intermediate, advanced, we had come up with this great idea back when we were doing what? This was Tournament of Stitches to figure
yeah,
out, okay, what skill level do you want to do? And so we're like, okay, so you can watch Netflix and chill while you're doing this, meaning
yeah,
like it's an easy pattern to just
yeah,
keep going. You don't have to think about it. Or there
yeah,
was be quiet, I'm counting for something that's very
yeah,
difficult that you need to like focus on how many stitches. So
yeah.
that's what she's talking about.
So, yeah, if you're looking at my website, you'll see that we have different moods. We're like, what kind of a mood are you in? Are you in the, you know, a social butterfly where you want to be out? Maybe you're at like a stitch and bleh, and you know you're at a stitching party, or you're at a bar, or you're someplace hanging out watching a game, and so you need something that's like low focus, something real simple. You don't really have to pay attention, right? Like you can talk
Right.
and chat and still be good. Great, that's a social butterfly. Then you have the Netflix and chill, which is really you just want to sit, you know, on your couch in your favorite chair watching TV and crocheting. Great. Then there's the one where it's like I really can't watch a show, but I can listen to some soft music. So then you have smooth jazz, and then you have the shh, be quiet, which is the ultimately like this is really difficult, don't talk to me.
Yeah.
So anyway, some of these projects will have like two different mood categories in them. So it's like for most of it, it might be smooth jazz, but there might be areas where you're like, okay, I got to concentrate on this row. So,
Right.
you know, anyways, so there's that one. And then we also have another shawl. We did a lot of shawls. So we have the Fernanda motif crochet wrap. So
I
I
love
like
this one.
both sides of this one. So this one is, I think it's with gloss, isn't, or is it with gloss? Yes, gloss DK and two different colors. There's a lot of different textures here. Anybody who did the Buy Crafty games, I think is what we did with this one. We did a lot of different motifs in that. So this took two of the motifs out of that and put them together to make this beautiful shawl. Again,
Oh gosh,
another
it's
great wrap.
beautiful.
It's so soft. What is this? Does this have silk in it? Is it merino and silk?
Let me just double check before I go and say the wrong thing because I don't have
I
it in
think it
front of
is. I
me.
think it's merino and silk.
Yeah,
But
it's 70% merino, 30% silk.
I know my yarn. It feels so good, you guys. I can't even express to you how good this feels. Just it's light. It has that nice little shine. It's just it's a very comfortable. Again, I'm 5'10", so you can see you have a lot of length to it. So you can wrap it around, do real simple things. It has a very beautiful, soft detail at the edging, just to
I
kind of
love
bring
it.
it all together. Join as you go, two different colors. And this is available on WeCrochet and on the Marley Bird store and Ravelry. You can see it's a lot of texture. It's a lot of
Yeah.
texture to it.
Jan
I love
says,
this.
there goes my budget.
I know. It's, you know what? Here's the fun thing. If you guys know that We Crochet always is putting different things on sale, always promoting different products. If you have the patterns ready to go, that you know you're like, hey, I love this. When gloss goes on sale, I'm making that. I'm going to pick up that yarn. I'm going to get that. That's the great things to do. What'd you
It's on
say?
sale now. We
So there
just
you go.
launched our wool sale starting today. So we have, there's a range of percentages off, but gloss is one of the yarns that is on sale. So you can go and shop that for
Oh my
sale
god.
too, as well as Hawthorne. I keep saying Heatherly because this is Heatherly and I talked
I
about
know.
that
I know.
earlier and they just like go. But yeah, be sure to check it out because our wool sale just started. So you can get a bunch of different wool and wool blends at a discounted price. So
That's great. That's
yeah.
great. I'm trying to think of what else we put up. I think we put up our tournament of stitches, or not tournaments, our turkey trot shawls, which we
I don't think we
named.
got that one up yet.
This
Or
one is
maybe.
crochet. Let's see here. Did you not put it up yet?
I'm looking.
If we didn't, it's could be because maybe we finished it but didn't put it out there. It's fine.
Yeah, I don't think we have that one yet.
All right, well, let's talk about it. 'Cause we can get this up in no time because I have pictures for this. So this is I don't know, what do you call these? Like shawlette kerchief thingies? I don't know. It's made flat.
I don't know, they're my favorites because they don't fall off.
Yeah, it's like a shawl cowl mix. So
Yeah.
you make it flat and then you fold it over here and you make the top portion. This is the crochet one. I could put it on. And this is with the alpaca yarn,
Oh,
that
it's
nice
so
alpaca
beautiful.
yarn. This is so great. Like this is just, it's just perfect
Beautiful.
little piece. Neck accessory. So this is the
Yeah.
crochet. This is the Tunisian. Robin can probably give us more information of when we could get these out because they're obviously done. But this is the Tunisian one, and this one we had the cowl collar bit made bigger because I asked the knitter crocheter to do it because I like big. But look, you can put it over your head, so like if
Yeah.
you're out cold or whatever. But it's nice and large. Can you see? Does that show
I
off?
love it. It is, it is. You can see
Okay.
it all. It's
But I
beautiful.
if anybody's like, "I love the big neck collar bits because it covers my double chin." So I'm just like, "Yes." But this was a really great way to show off all the different shades of
Yeah.
yarn in that all the different shades of color, I guess, in that yarn. I don't know
Yeah.
how to show this. There you go. I had a knit one too. I'll show you guys. So this is one version of the knit one. This one we did the decreasing up the collar or up the cowl bit. There's another
Yeah.
one that we did where we didn't do any shaping here, where we just did it just straight around, but it's
Yeah.
the same idea. But this is the knit one because I am like we said, a knitter and a crocheter, but this is the
Oh, they're
knit version.
beautiful.
I need to get it all. So that's that. It's so pretty.
Yes.
It's so pretty. I love, if I say so myself, it's so pretty. And that's
Crystal
just, go ahead.
Crystal's yelling at you to shut your mouth. You are so beautiful.
Me? Oh
You're
gosh.
you're
Thanks.
you're talking about covering your
Oh,
double chin.
well, thank you. So yeah, and that's just a small sampling of the different patterns we have with your yarn. We've got so many that we've done with your yarn. We've done so many that we talked about this when I used so many stuff for Chic Sheep and
Yeah.
Chic Sheep, guys, Chic Sheep and Swish worsted virtually identical. They are interchangeable. So any pattern you have that had Chic Sheep in it, you could absolutely use Swish worsted. It's perfect.
Love it.
We have knitting, we have crochet, we have the animals. Oh, I should have brought over the animals. So we have the apricot lane.
Mhm.
Those are our amigurumi that we do round every month. We've been trying. But we have, when you make the apricot lane amigurumi, you will get different sizes of the
Mhm.
same pattern in different yarns. And that's a great way to show off. So we have Alden the owl and Felix the fox. We have a turtle coming up next. And so yeah, I don't know. There's on WeCrochet, you guys can look up my name, I'm guessing, and I'm not, I'm
Yep.
guessing. I looked. And you can see what patterns I have there. In my store, in the Shopify store, it doesn't say Shopify, it says the Marley Bird store. I actually have a collection that is Knit Picks WeCrochet patterns. And so you can look through all the patterns that use the Knit Picks or WeCrochet yarn and see what patterns are available for those if you are looking for pattern ideas. But yeah, that's it. And then I will tell you, if you sign up for my newsletter, when you go to my new website and check it all out, because it's amazing, you'll see there's an area for you to sign up for my newsletter and you get 2 free patterns for a hat. Like it's a crochet hat and a knit hat. And it uses some hand-dyed yarn, but that does not mean you could not use yarn from WeCrochet because there's so many wonderful choices out there to choose from.
Yeah.
Okay.
And make sure you check out the blog and you look
Yes.
for her links there because when you use one of Marley's links to go shopping, she'll get a
Yes.
small commission back. And it's our way
Please.
of saying thank you and we love you
Yes.
and keep shopping with Marley Bird and WeCrochet.
Awesome. Exactly, right? I mean, it's fun to be able to use your yarns to make fun projects. Caitlin, we've talked about this. I literally have over 100 patterns that haven't been published yet, and many of those are with WeCrochet Knit Picks yarns. And so it's just a matter of making sure everything's put into PDF, taking pictures that people would like, and then getting everything out there. You know how much time it takes. So
Yep.
so stay in touch with me, you guys, because I've always got all sorts of stuff coming year round, like all the time. And I don't know, I have a good time. And I partner with a lot of other designers who work with your company. And that blanket right there, That's a WeCrochet yarn blanket. That's the,
Yeah.
um holy crap, I just forgot the name. But it's what I worked
Um,
with,
not the
Inishmore, Inishmore,
Inishmore cable blanket.
Inishmore cable blanket. So that's fun. Anyways,
Yeah.
I literally I could talk all the time, you know that. I'll shut up. Any
I know, and I'm
questions?
having so much fun. I really appreciate you joining us today.
Thank
Thank you
you.
for being our designer spotlight for this month. Please check out all of Marley's stuff. We put the link in there. You'll be able to find her patterns on our website, and you'll be able to link to her website, Instagram, Facebook. I forget what else we have there, but they're all there.
YouTube,
Just click on
maybe
each of
YouTube.
the icons, and you'll be taken to her
Thanks.
pages so you'll know. Follow, like, subscribe, do all the
All
things
the
because there's a
things.
lot of great information that comes out from Marley Bird and the Marley Bird house and everything else. So please be sure to follow and subscribe to her. So thank
Awesome.
you everybody for joining us. Go grab your new patterns, get your Hawthorne ready. I know mine, I'm going to be getting ready for all the new stuff
Blue.
coming out. So thank you so much. Have a great week and we'll see you next week. Bye.
Bye.